Have you ever found yourself stuck trying to figure out how to retrieve arguments from a Celery task? It can be quite a puzzle, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into how to get arguments passed to Celery's task. I totally understand how frustrating it can be when you're trying to access task arguments and it feels like you're hitting a wall. You're not alone in this. Many developers face similar challenges when working with Celery. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, is there a way to get args and keywords from the async result just by having the task ID? This is a common scenario, and it's important to know how to handle it effectively. So, what's the deal with Celery and task arguments? When you create a task, you can easily access the arguments within the task body. However, retrieving them later using just the task ID can be tricky. Let's break it down. And stick around. I have a great tip at the end that will help you manage your Celery tasks more effectively. To retrieve the arguments passed to a Celery task using the task ID, the user can start by understanding how to access the task's metadata. First, they should use the async result method to get the task result. Next, the user can access the task's metadata, which includes the arguments and keyword arguments. This can be done by examining the task's info attribute. Now, the user can extract the arguments and keyword arguments from the task info. The arguments are typically stored in a list, while keyword arguments are stored in a dictionary. Finally, the user should ensure that they handle cases where the task might not have completed yet. They can check the task's status before trying to access the arguments. Fun fact: Celery is named after the vegetable because it helps you keep your tasks fresh and organized. Who knew coding could be so tasty? Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach from another user suggests enabling the result extended feature in newer versions of Celery. By doing this, you can access the task's arguments directly from the task object. Let's take a look at another answer from another user. This user suggests that if your Celery task is pending or currently executing, you can view its arguments. For failed tasks, they recommend creating a custom base task with an on-failure handler to capture the arguments when a task fails. However, if your task executes successfully, the arguments cannot be retrieved as they are consumed by the worker. Here's a tip. If you need to keep track of arguments for future reference, consider logging them or storing them in a database when the task is created. This way, you can access them later using the task ID. And there you have it. While you can't retrieve args and kwargs from async result, you can manage your tasks effectively by logging them. If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button for more tips, and remember to keep your tasks organized.